This is Valley News Live at 4.
Welcome to Valley News Live at 4. We're following the investigation out of Wahpeton after a body was found. Now, police are saying that the case is being called a death investigation. Now, what we know at this time is that police were called to a private residence for a report of a physical assault. A man and woman both were found to have serious injuries and had to be sent to a hospital in Breckenridge. Now, the man died at the hospital from his injuries. The woman was later life flighted to a Fargo hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Now, an updated condition on the woman is still not available at this time, and no other information is being released about the cause of death or the person who died. Well, taking a look at our sky cam right now, things are looking very clear for the very latest. Let's send things over to First Alert Storm Team forecaster Shelby Ebertowski. Hey, Shelby.
Hey, Bobby. So we do have cloudy skies here, but we do have a warm afternoon and evening. Those temperatures have been warm for everyone pretty much. Here in Fargo, we're currently sitting at 36 degrees with some breezy winds out of the south at just 14 miles an hour. For the rest of the tri-state area, though, we are still seeing those warmer temperatures as well, especially, however, along the international border. They are still in those 30s, but we even have some areas like Mobridge already at 55 degrees, whereas Minot is at 49, getting close to that 50-degree mark, and Sisseton at 51, whereas some areas like Lakes Country are still just sitting at 40s, with Detroit Lakes at 41 degrees. Now, for our peak temperatures, we do have some of those areas in those 50s, but for some of us, we are already starting to see those temperatures decrease for the night. Here in Grafton, they did not get above 39 degrees, so they did not get to that 40-degree mark. But we do also have those winds still starting to get gusty, with Minot winds out of the southwest at 33 miles an hour for those gusts, whereas some areas like Jamestown are only seeing a 15-mile-an-hour winds, with Oaks also having a 9-mile-an-hour winds out of the south. Now, for the satellite and radar, we do have clouds taking over the tri-state area, and they are coming from the west, and they will continue to move through the rest of the night, giving us those cloudy skies tonight. But taking a look at the nation, if you are traveling back after your holiday break, overall most of the nation just has clouds, but we also have some areas like Texas where they are seeing some thunderstorms and snow, especially out in the eastern seaboard, where they are seeing some thunderstorms and some snow up there near Maine. But overall, everyone else has clear skies for us. However, I'll have your full hour-by-hour forecast on as you are traveling back after your holiday break coming up.
All right, perfect. Shelby, thank you so much. We'll talk to you in a few more minutes. Well, new at 4, a man who authorities suspect shot 2 people inside a Vietnamese restaurant in Bloomington, Minnesota earlier this week is now in custody. A 47-year-old man was arrested in Oklahoma just after 12:30 Thursday, according to the Bloomington Police Department. Now, the shooting happened at an Oriental cuisine restaurant. The gunman made his way into the restaurant a few times before actually shooting the gun. The gunman fired a warning shot before shooting and killing a 49-year-old man who was a regular at the restaurant. A 25-year-old server was also shot twice. He is expected to survive. And we're following the news of a car flipping over on its roof at University and 2nd Avenue South in Fargo. Now, according to Fargo police, the driver was going west on 2nd Avenue North and entered the intersection of University Drive without stopping, and that's when this Jeep Grand Cherokee traveling southbound collided with it, causing it to roll onto the roof. Both vehicles had to be towed, and both drivers of the vehicles sustained minor injuries. A 58-year-old man was cited for failure to obey stop signs and no proof of liability insurance. And Moorhead police are continuing to investigate a break-in at a Southside Casey's gas station on 30th Avenue. This happened around 2 this morning, and the alarms went off at the Casey's. Police surrounded the building searching for a suspect. Now, no other information is available at this time. Well, coming up at 6, propane to the windshield. We hear from one Grand Forks resident who made a disturbing discovery this Thanksgiving. Well, having seen what's on the shelves of big box stores on Black Friday, many holiday shoppers are expected to turn their attention and their wallets to Small Business Saturday. It's an occasion many local owners bank on to keep their businesses running all year long. Jamie Benner explains the big impact.
Many of you have some long shopping lists. It's a big job, but owners hope you'll think small to bring billions into their businesses. All the the sound of the holiday season and the footsteps of busy shoppers.
Thanks for coming by.
It's music to the ears of small business owners like Doug Abbey.
I was actually able to tap into my passion for my city and for architecture. And so it's been really kind of joyful.
Abbey's store, Icons DC, has what many small business owners will tell you big box stores can't offer.
Variety, selection, great service.
And joining me to browse is the woman in charge of the United States Small Business Administration.
Well, the holiday shopping season's a big deal for small businesses, but it's such a great way for us to lean back into local economies and make sure we're supporting all their employees and the families that really back these incredible mom and pops, like these small business vendors that are behind me today.
The National Retail Federation says last year holiday sales grew 14% over 2020. American Express adds Small Business Saturday hit a record high in 2021, bringing in $23 billion.
There's still challenges, but we saw a cooling off of inflation in the numbers last week, and experts expect that to continue.
News that would bring a lot of people joy after the pandemic, as 62 million people are employed by the 33 million small businesses nationwide.
I'm optimistic, and I think people want to get out and they want to buy local.
In Washington, I'm Jamie Bittner.
And experts are hoping that this year breaks last year's $23.3 billion mark. Well, if you thought to yourself that today you've spent way too much money this Black Friday, you're probably right. And a new study is showing that North Dakotans spend more than any other state on the savings day. According to Go Banking Rates, North Dakotans will spend an average of $398 today on gifts. Now, the study also says that amount is around 7.5% of monthly income. Massachusetts came in second, only spending $15 less than North Dakota. And well, if you want some fresh air, admission to Minnesota State Parks is free today. You still have a few hours to enjoy the outdoors. It's only one of 4 days out of the year when the DNR waives entrance fees. There's a state park or recreation area within 30 miles of most Minnesotans, including Buffalo River near Glendon, just about 20 minutes away from the FM Metro. And it was a great matchup for the U.S. They continued their World Cup play, going up against England. The match just ended a few minutes ago. Lots of moments in the match where you held your breath. But in the end, though, the match ended in a draw, 0-0. Now the U.S. gets a point with the tie, and that gives them 2 in group play. England is still at the top of the U.S.'s group with 4 points. Now USA will take on Iran next Tuesday, the 29th, 1 p.m. our time. The U.S. can advance to the knockout round with a win. Well, if you haven't heard, longtime Valley News Live anchor Mike Morkan is closing in on retirement. And yesterday we aired a goodbye special for Mike called Until We Meet Again. NBC's Jay Gray filmed a goodbye message for Mike from the Macy's parade. Now, we didn't get it in time for the special, but we wanted you and Mike to be able to see it anyway. Check it out.
Look, Mike, I knew you were a big deal, but they're throwing a parade for you in New York on your retirement. That is unbelievable. Congratulations, man. I mean, they've got these giant character balloons ready to come out and celebrate. More than 30 years in the business. I mean, that you started when you were like 15, so 30 plus years, and everybody here to say thank you and to celebrate what's been a terrific career. The floats, the cheerleaders, the bands, everybody's cheering for Mike. Seriously, this is great that you've had such a great time there and done such tremendous and important work, and we're going to miss you, but I'm certainly glad that you're going to get some time to take off and enjoy things and slow things down a little bit. Mike, congratulations on a wonderful career, great journalist, and we're like I said, we're going to miss you, but I'm so glad that I got the chance to tell you congratulations. Enjoy it.
The week before Christmas, you can watch our goodbye special online, and it's on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can also find the link from our Facebook page.